All right. You ready? You ready to get this started, dude?
Let's do it,
It's the
baby.
Christmas special, bro.
That's right, baby. Christmas.
I'm so tired of losing, bro.
Tired of losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sucks for you. Because I'm in the king seat, baby.
Oh, I'm sure there's no better way to get to the king seat than throwing a not flat back.
All right, go ahead. Make fun of it all you want, but the difference is I'm in the king seat.
I wish
You're
I was
not.
in the king seat.
Yeah? Well, you know what your problem is, huh?
No, I don't.
Don't worry. I got you. Just chug.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the King Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel D. May. This is my co-host, Brian B. Betancourt.
That's right, baby. Episode 14.
14, B.
14,
The
that's
Christmas
right.
episode, eh?
Hey, that's right, baby. How many days we got till Christmas, T-Man?
4, man. 4 more days.
4 more days to Christmas, and I still have a whole hell lot of Christmas shopping to do. I mean, Christmas is fun and all, but the older you get, you seem to be spending more money, and buying presents, which is great and all. But I'll tell you one thing I like most about Christmas is eating food, kind of like Thanksgiving. They got basketball games on, and then eating my grandma's green bean casserole and taking a nap.
Hey, well, I'm just impressed you've done some Christmas shopping already, B.
Well, there's a thing called Amazon.
That's more than some of us.
But now, it's getting kind of late. So, like last night, I was ordering stuff on Amazon, and it's like guaranteed delivery between the 23rd and the 1st of January. So it's like, shit. I don't know if it's going to come in time or not. So
do you take the risk, huh?
I do. But this is also when it's like I have Amazon Prime. This is the time I need Prime to be what it is and get my stuff quicker, and they can't guarantee me that.
Well, I don't know. I love this type of year. I look forward to the presents. I look forward to Santa coming. I'm hoping he brings me some awesome surefires.
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing, though, since we're on the topic, Santa and all this stuff. This elf on the shelf, how to remember to... Well,
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
That's true.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
You really know what elf on the shelf is?
No, the elf, he moves every night with magic, and if you touch him, he loses his magic.
Sorry, I was on a tangent.
But, anyway, guys, so spoiler alerts, okay, for anybody else watching, we do have Bella on the show today.
Yeah, we have a great episode with Bella, and we have a little breaking news to break on that interview, huh?
We do. We have some huge news on that interview, so make sure you guys tune in.
Stay tuned for that interview. It's a great one.
It is definitely going to be big. Also, guys, I know, it's Christmas time. A couple people are getting some packages, B. We've been getting a lot of pictures of some people with the best Christmas gift you can get, right?
That's right. Yeah, we can't thank Shy Kings enough, for doing this collaboration with us and the King Seat Podcast jerseys. Love the colors. They look even better in person than they do in the picture. So I'm glad these are starting to get shipped out before Christmas. I know mine just came in on Saturday. So thanks again, and they came out sweet. Huh?
Yeah, and this is actually one of our local players, guys. And he was throwing fire before he put on the King Seat jerseys. So now he's going to be throwing that heat, man.
Yeah, now he's going to be wanting a headband, D-man.
He is, man. He was already not missing, B. But I feel like with a King Seat jersey on, I don't think anybody can stop this dude.
Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We will see, man. Anyway, thank you guys. Anybody who bought jerseys, we really appreciate the support. We actually went to the Southwest Conference this week, right, B?
Yep, our own conference. We're in the Southwest Conference, right, B? From New Orleans, Louisiana, which consists of Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas.
Yeah, it was in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
That's right, baby. Hot Springs, Arkansas, and that's about 7.5 hours from us. It's a long drive, unless you're D-May, and you just sleep the whole time, which he tends to do anytime we get in the car. But, it was fun, right? As you can see here, we got to do some broadcasting on the main court. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, we took some pictures. And it's always fun to see familiar faces. There's a lot of players in the Southwest Conference, like out of Texas and friends of ours that don't get to travel as much as we do. So it's always good to see them and meet new people as always, as the sport continues to grow.
Yeah, no, it is awesome, man. And honestly...
But look, just look on cue.
What the... Okay, I slept a little bit in the car, okay?
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, guys, on the way there, I slept in the car so much that I didn't even remember the ride.
Right.
The way home, I kind of stayed awake for the majority of the time. It was 7.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we met a lot of people there. It was great to see people in our conference, and we did things outside of cornhole too. We played a claw machine.
Yeah, no. So as soon as we got into Arkansas, if Daniel will tell you, I like to just bet on random things, make little fun bets. And we were at Buffalo Wild Wings. I saw a claw machine. I was like, man, he was talking about it. I said, I can get a prize before you can get a prize. So we did a little game of rock, paper, scissors to choose who goes first. I did win the rock, paper, scissors.
You did.
So I went first.
And you can see in this picture over here, me and Braden both won.
Our buddy Braden decided to get in it in the competition as well. It didn't go as well as I would have liked. They both got balls and I didn't. Right, so it was just...
Little did B know, y'all, that my name back in when I growing up was Claw Machine. And as you can see, I was just stunting with the prize right there.
Yeah.
We actually have a pretty funny clip, too, I want to show.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything funny about this clip.
Everybody has a prize. Brian's trying to get one. It was great. It was good stuff.
I just kept getting robbed, It was I don't know. The claw machine had something against me, I guess. And I was determined, We settled on $2, but I just kept going back because it was bad. But, oh wow!
I don't know. I thought it was. I actually thought it was really funny, y'all, because honestly, he just kept trying to get a little. It's hard to get him. It was a ball. It wasn't stuffed animal, so it wasn't traditional. It was definitely weird, and he just kept trying to get him. And a lot of people think, man, these claw machines, why do people even keep these in restaurants these days? You're not making any money. They made pretty good money off us three.
Yeah, they made a good bit. So
and we weren't even drinking that much yet. I feel like if we were really going beer for beer at the Buffalo Wild Wings, I think we would have spent quite a bit more.
Oh,
money.
for sure. But
anyway, it was a blast. We do want to let's go to the zoomed out view here, B. And we do want to shout out some of these.
The conference winners from this past weekend.
Yeah, we'll start off with singles, huh?
Yeah, Jacob Foreman taking it down right. He won his bracket. I forget who he beat.
I know he met Matthew Creekkiller when the brackets clashed.
Right, yeah. So Matthew Creekkiller won his bracket. So did Jacob Foreman.
I think the second in both of those was Delbert and.
Oh yeah, Delbert Foreman. No, Delbert Foreman beat Kobe Costanza to go play against Jacob for the bracket, and then also on the other side, Creekkiller beat Caleb Franklin. He had to come back and double dip Caleb Franklin in his bracket. So. And then Jacob Foreman and Matthew Creekkiller, funny enough, they're partners for this season, both pro partners, both ACL pros in their rookie season. And their match, I think it was 21-17 and went a little over 31 or 32 rounds. So it was a battle for that overall winner. So, and these guys were both just throwing fire all weekend. So it was a fun match to watch, as many of them were, and Jacob Foreman took it down. So
they did, man. They really showed up for Oklahoma. It was awesome. It was actually a pleasure to watch and broadcast.
Yeah.
It was just an incredible. If you love cornhole, you love incredible games and great matches and awesome shots and people who don't miss. Definitely go back and watch that on the Southwest broadcast because it was absolutely amazing.
And it's also shared on our page as well too. So.
Yep.
Well, let's get to it.
We'll move to doubles, AB.
Yep, and then you got here Josh Gross and AJ Sims, huh? Texas Fines, the OGs of Texas and cornhole, we know everything they're capable of. Moved over to a new bag this year, throwing TC, and they were throwing the monsters, I believe, as you can see there. And they took down Grant Upchurch and BG Brandon Greger, who are some guys out of Texas as well, who were just throwing fire too. So that was a battle. It was against a team they're familiar with. And funny enough, Brandon Greger and Grant Upchurch had to beat double dip Eddie Grindersleeve and Caleb Batson, to make it to that final match because there was two separate brackets. Same thing with Josh Gross and AJ Sims. They had to come back in their bracket and double dip. Two people we know very well, Mark Ford and Trey Vincent out of Lafayette and Acadian Cornhole, who they were sitting in the king seat, which was awesome to see. These local guys who we play with, not very well known yet, but they are now, right?
Definitely. And they had a great showing, B. Mark Ford was on fire. I think he even finished number one in his bracket for PPR.
Yeah, I believe he did. So it was awesome to see them show out. And but AJ and Josh, just got hot, made that double dip, and then went on to take, like I said, defeat Grant and Brandon. So those were some awesome games as well.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about watching them, watching them play against Upchurch and BG, Josh even said he wasn't throwing that well, but he's like, AJ was on fire, so I knew I just had to make it through. I had to do good enough to kind of. And I mean, dude, they just make a great team. I think. Everybody knows they're one of the best teams around. Definitely one of the best teams in our conference. I mean, they're always up there, and we were watching on the ride home, but I mean, AJ wasn't missing, and Josh was doing his thing on his side to try to, hold it together for AJ. Yeah. And we've seen the opposite too, right? We've seen where AJ had to hold things down and Josh was on fire. So, great team, awesome job. Congrats to these two. And you want to bring up blind draw?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll bring up the blind draw champs.
Yeah, so a good friend of ours, a King Seat player there, Ryan Littlejohn, out of Oklahoma. He's also the state director of Oklahoma. A lot of people don't know that as well. So he just does everything ACL. He does it well. He's continuing to get better, right? Him playing alongside JB Bergeron out of Texas, a rare breed cornhole guy. They won the blind draw, right? They won their bracket. And to win it all, they had to defeat Isabella Surprenant and Jordan Busquets, who were throwing those contraband combats, right?
Yeah, which isn't Jordan's, that's definitely, Jordan doesn't throw the carpet, right? And I think he said that, so he was throwing slick side the whole time.
Yep.
But he's throwing them beautifully. I mean, for throwing a bag you don't normally throw, shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, he threw them great. So it was a battle. There was just a bunch of good teams actually in the blind draw, and these two teams prevailed for the championship, and Ryan and JB took it down. So that was fun to watch.
It really was, man.
And those games, I remember we got in. We didn't finish this till about 1 o'clock in the morning because I remember we were broadcasting these games. So that was a late night.
That almost caused me to be late to singles, B.
No, because you were riding with us, so you didn't have to worry.
That's the only reason I wasn't late because y'all got me up. But honestly, yeah, it was awesome. Loved Little John's sleeve thing he had going on.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of that. And we actually got to broadcast those, so if you get a chance, check those out. It was an awesome time.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about Little John, though, I actually listened to him on the broadcast for a little bit, and he was thanking everybody for coming out, and he said also thank you to the competitive players and, the other players, because they're really what makes everything happen, right? If none of the competitive players show up and all just the really good people show up to these tournaments, they're not really as big. And I just thought that was a really interesting thing that he said.
Yeah, it's a great point you bring up, right? So a lot of your social and competitive players, most of the time are your players who are just starting, still, I don't want to say not unfamiliar, but they're still new to the game, still trying to develop. They want to come to a big tournament, kind of see where they weigh, so maybe they do have some advanced players in the competitive division, but they're not sure, right? They're not playing on a big stage. They're playing like a big conference tournament. So that's a lot of those that come out, and you typically have more of those novice and competitive players than you do in the advanced bracket. So they do make things go along, and then the fact that they're able to see these advanced players, it kind of shows them where they need to be or where they want to be and gives them that extra drive to step up. So, like you said, a lot of these big tournaments don't happen without those players who are in the lower divisions working their way up.
Exactly. And I think they're definitely, a lot of people forget to thank them for coming out and, because they don't get the same recognition a lot of these pros do. But we actually had a lot of local players, roll up and play competitive from LA. Huh?
Yeah, we did. And the sport continues to grow out here in Louisiana as well. And I think the fact that we travel a lot, us, me and Daniel, and the select few that go all over, they see how much fun we have, and they want to go to a big tournament too and see what it's like. So them just to go to a conference tournament, now maybe next will be an open that they go to. So it's good to have them come along.
It is. And we also want to broadcast, or I guess give a shout out to some of these other tournaments, right? These other
they had a Mid-East Conference tournament this weekend as well. You can't forget about that. That's a very tough conference, right? And we'll show you why when you see these winners here in a second. So
we'll go with the singles first, B.
Yeah, you got Devin Harbaugh who took down singles. Another contraband guy. And Devin's just been on the heater lately, doing work. He had some good showings at the Open. And for him to take down, like I said, that Mid-East Conference, we know the kind of competition they have in there is good, and it's great.
Now, we also saw him be as a doubles
champion
as well.
Yeah, and then you see these two partner up together for the Mid-East Conference. Like, hey, man, let's partner up for the Mid-East Conference. All right, let's do it. And you walk up and you see Devin Harbaugh and Trey Birchfield playing together, So it's awesome that they have those in the conference, to play against them. And like I said, that conference is tough to begin with. They have a bunch of pros in that conference. So conference tournaments are starting to pick up, and these two guys took it down at their conference.
They did. And conference tournaments are so much fun. They really are. You know, we had a blast at ours. I'm sure everybody had a blast that went to that tournament. Shout out to everybody again that was at the Southwest Conference, Buffalo Boards, Jaime and Raul, all the other people that we met over there. It's great seeing you guys. We look forward to seeing y'all at the next one. And I think we're ready to move to the throne, AB.
Let's do it.
All right. To the throne! Welcome in, B. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys, to the throne, a.k.a. the clips of the week.
That's right, baby. Everybody's favorite part, clips of the week. You get to see some sick shots that people hit throughout the week, or just in general. It might not be from throughout the week. But people are able to submit clips as they always do. As we love when they submit clips. And you guys get to see some nasty shots, right, D-Man?
Yeah, guys. It's going to be awesome. We have some great clips to show you guys. And if you see any awesome clips in your area, right? I mean, we're based out of New Orleans, but we have people send them from all over the country. If you have some cool clips in your area, whether it's funny stuff, awesome shots, something you want to be featured on the show, go ahead and just send it to King C Podcast on Facebook.
That's right.
And we'll see what we can do getting it on here.
Let's get to him, D-Man.
You ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see what we got here, guys.
All right, here we go. Devin Harbaugh, looks like, out of New Jersey. I don't know what goes on here. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Looks like we got a slide game going.
Yeah,
that one might go.
Trying to get some Vipers.
Good blocking game.
I'm not lying. That's actually Ashton Spies, not Devin Harbaugh. But did you see that airmail where he left that back? They didn't see the guy's mad. You see his reaction.
That was actually a really nice shot.
You
Sorry, you're shocking me by changing the person too. It's hard for us to see, guys. This monitor right here is kind of small for us.
Yeah, but geez, I don't like this guy's reaction right after his last shot when Ashton.
I can't believe he didn't take the front bag.
I mean, look at this. That front bag looks like it's hanging in the hole too.
Wow.
Look, watch this guy when he throws it back. It doesn't go. Great shot, Ashton.
That was an awesome shot. That was a
great
awesome
ammo,
shot,
dude. The way you left that bag, and it worked out, right? Because he missed the next shot.
It did. I mean, that's the whole reason you try to leave the bag. Is
right.
that when they go to collect, they mess up.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, awesome shot. Awesome shot. Thank you for the submission, whoever submitted that. Let's see what we got next up here.
Oh, our boy, Trevor Caballero, right? With Kids Throw 2. Super bag bros. Look at him. Oh, the thing right there. Throwing the new Yakasakam Embers, right? Fire Cornhole's new bag, the Embers. And this kid's brave, right?
He is, man. He is. Wow. Yakasakam. They always scream that, guys. For anybody who doesn't know the context, they always scream that whenever they pull a good shot. Both the Calaberos do. They did it to us at Worlds, right?
Yeah,
they were blocking airmail over us, and they'd be screaming it as they were hitting them, and we're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, this is great, great. These kids are getting hype against us, D-Man. We need to step it up." But
it's awesome, and I like the Kids Throw 2 hoodie there too, B.
It's pretty sweet. I got a shirt. I don't have the hoodie, but I do have a Kids Throw 2 shirt. So I'm excited to see. I know they have they're playing the Kids Throw 2 tournament somewhere early next year. So. That'll be interesting to see all the talent you see from these young kids.
Oh man, the talent you're gonna see there. You're gonna see. I have a feeling you're gonna see quite a few future ACL pros. B.
Oh, no doubt.
In my opinion, I think we're gonna see quite a few future ACL pros in a tournament like that.
Without a doubt.
All right, let's see what we have going on next here.
All right, this is. I remember this one. This was. Wow.
So I see Tony Smith down there sitting down.
Look at Tony's reaction, right? And that's Storm Hogue on the other side throwing this bag. And that's that Zero Gravity Neptunes that he's pushing like that. Look at Tony's jaw drop.
He's like,
him and Jacob's reaction.
Wow, that was a good push, man. That was good. I don't understand how players make pushes like this, man.
Well, it's called talent. Something you just don't have. So
hey, man, maybe one day, right? I just feel like my bag kicks.
That is a hard push, especially on the stick side. And I think that bag he threw at it was on the stick side too. So to push through.
I feel like if I throw that hard, I'm losing all accuracy or kicking left.
And I'm throwing my arm out my socket. So that was a sick push.
Completely concur. Awesome push, awesome shot. I'm ready to see what's up next.
Oh, we got another one. This next one's a great one.
Okay, is that humans?
That's Jimmy.
Big old bowl of humans.
Big
old
That's
bowl.
right, baby.
Stirring it up.
Stirring it up, as he usually does. Wow. See the way he gets around that bag?
Whoa, hold on, B. Whew, sorry, y'all. I just got very lightheaded for a minute. This clip's giving me flashbacks.
Jimmy with no hesitation. Jeez.
Wow. That's a great get-around bag. It's giving me flashbacks, B, of at the Southwest Conference. Nobody ever believes me when I say this, but in the blind draw, we ended up having to play Kobe Costanza and Caleb Batson. Me and Chad Thomasy, who shout out to him, man. He was on fire the whole blind draw. I single-handedly lost it for us. But I swear, we were in a very similar situation like this.
Before you don't have to tell us about it. We got it. Let's see your next clip, producer. Let's see it happen.
Wait, y'all have that clip?
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I was trying to play the replacement game with him. He kept cutting around, so I said, all right, I'm going to collect it with this one. Went stick, got stuck.
But you don't, and he's just, oh, look, let me just get in around that.
He just, like, decapitated me, dude.
KB said, I'm going to go right around that.
Like, my head was gone after that.
Oh, nice bag, D-May. Nice bag.
Dude, I thought it was a great replacement. I was like, oh, I'm going to clean it up. I got him right where I want him. KB don't know what's about to hit him. And then I'm like, all right, worst case scenario, he tries to get around and knocks me in, or he gets 2, and he pulled some nasty right to left.
And he gets 4.
Crawl back in the hole. Like, we got to see that one more time. I really want you guys, I mean, I had the headband on, so I was shooting well. I mean,
my man KB. Whoa, let it eat.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
Right around it.
He did me dirty.
Dirty.
I'll get my revenge one day, KB. One day you'll be on my TikTok. Anyway.
Probably with a great shot. You're just trying to get some views.
Great shot. Not much I could say there, B. But let's get that off the screen, producer.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I can't.
Woo. Thanks for sneaking that one in.
That was rough. I didn't realize you guys recorded that and had that ready. All right, very impressed.
Come on now. You're playing against Kobe Costanza. Bobby Joe's right behind him for every game, recording everything.
Hey, I like to watch his games, though, so I end up tuning into that probably more than I'd like to admit. All right, do you want to go? You want to go to Spotlight Player of the Week, B? We can switch to the throne here.
Let's show them who we got as far as the Spotlight Player of the Week. This is a great
All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
Drum roll, please.
And it is our boy. Look at him rocking the King C podcast headband, right?
What?
Our boy Chase Hunter, man, out of Austin, Texas. Not only is he a player, but he's also our conference director, of the Southwest. And this dude, he always runs great tournaments. He's been doing it for a couple years now. Runs great tournaments. And he plays pretty good himself as well. So, I mean, everything about this past weekend at the Southwest Conference ran smooth. The only time we did have an issue is when the Wi-Fi wasn't working and somebody set off a fire alarm.
Yeah, that was about the only two.
But other than that, everything else went great, right? The setup, all the boards, the broadcast court, the vendors, to the venue, a great venue. The only thing that, not getting on now, I didn't know there was a Rodney Carrington concert going on there right next door as well. He could have let us in on that. But everything about this weekend, like I said, there's no reason that he shouldn't be the Spotlight Player for Friday.
Guys, look, he goes above and beyond in cornhole. I mean, if you saw this setup that he had for the main stage, I mean, he had it on a stage. He had, great backdrops. He had great seating for the audience. And then on top of that, because everybody does that, right, he even had these 2 monitors set up, B, to where it kind of was a different, type of situation, because now the players can use those monitors to kind of see the boards a little bit better, to kind of help make a decision on what shot. Really, really cool. Really, really cool situation. Really, really cool setup. And not to mention this venue. I mean, dude, this was on par with an open as far as professional.
Oh, it was a great venue. It's a big convention center.
Very classy, very high class. Great venue. I mean, the restrooms were even good, and I never say that, right? I hate public restrooms.
But yeah, no, it was a great venue. The room we had, there was a lot of space between all the boards, a lot of space to walk around, a lot of space to relax and hang out. So there was nothing on top of each other. It was easy, like I said, convenient, and everything was great. So.
Yeah, and all the booths had their own little spot that they could set up. Nothing was crammed. I mean, they had all kinds of vendors over there. Of course, Chase was had his Austin Airmail stuff. Some of those hoodies be pretty solid.
Yeah, they're nice.
It's pretty solid. I should have talked to him. But anyway, yeah. So shout out to him, Chase. Awesome job. Keep things rolling. You've been killing it as a conference director.
That's right.
We love you.
We'll be back in Texas soon to see you.
We will for sure, my friend. Anyway, guys, if anyone else has a potential Spotlight player that they would like to nominates.
Yeah. We also like to spotlight. We always like to spotlight players, from around the country doing things. Well, like in this case, a director and player, people who are not pros and maybe new to the game, or just doing things to grow the sport of cornhole, anything like that. You let us know. We'd be happy to highlight them. Because we obviously would love to see the sport continue to grow. People doing great things, maybe getting their first big win at a regional or something like that, who's new to the game.
Yeah, somebody's working really hard, or somebody who just goes above and beyond setting up a tournament, right? Somebody doing an awesome charity event. Anything like that, guys, please let us know, ladies and gentlemen, and we will definitely, put them in consideration for our Spotlight Player of the Week. Now, we do this, once every 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
So, we only do one every 2 weeks, but, I think, we can get through them. I'm sure they'll end up on here if they've done things that's impressive. We'll definitely include them in here, even if we have to do 1 or 2 in an episode. So
that's right.
Please let us know. Anyway, B, I think a lot of people have been waiting for a surprise.
Yeah, see what our surprise is, huh?
So you want to move on to the surprise segment?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to get out of these King outfits real quick, and we'll be right back with a very, very awesome surprise. So stay tuned.
You told me we had a surprise waiting for him, so I guess it's time we should announce it, huh?
Yeah, all right. Come on, hit us with the drum roll, producer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for.
Here we go. Let him have it, man. Boom! Our newly sponsored player of the King C podcast, Miss Isabella Surprenant.
Yeah! Let's go!
Already repping.
Oh, what?
Repping. Always repping. She's missing the headband, but she'll steal somebody else's eventually, like she always does, so that's all right.
Well, first off, Bella, thank you for the opportunity, and we're excited that you're representing the King C podcast, especially your rookie season as an ACL pro.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we are ready too, and this is actually going to be after the conference, right, B? This is pre-recorded prior to the conference this weekend. So, we'll get to see, you'll get to see my singles finish, Bella, number 1. You can
number 1? I'll be
number 1. You already know how this works. No, I'm just kidding. We will take a step down. This is the Queen C podcast as far as I'm concerned. With such a star on here, right, B?
That's right. Yeah. We'll let Bella have the spotlight this weekend.
Exactly. I will, if I happen to get 50th, it's because I let you, I didn't want to steal your spotlight. So, anyway, so you've been to a couple opens this season, Bella. So how do you feel things have been going so far?
I think the first, open that I went to, I was, really nervous. And I was also adjusting to the bag because, the BGs and the contrabands are completely different. So then I had to adjust. But I think in Virginia, I did a lot better than what I have been.
You did throw great. And you were in that sweater too. That probably had something to do with it.
Yeah, the ugly Christmas sweater.
No, but you were on fire, and then obviously you made it all the way to the Queen C, and then Cheyenne came along, like she usually does. But she caught fire. But you threw great. Even like I said, I did watch you throughout the weekend. You threw with Caleb and Rounders too, and y'all went 6-0, right?
Yeah, we got the 4th seed going into the bracket. It was nice. That was both of our first times going 6-0, and we were both so shook because we didn't believe it.
But y'all are very familiar with each other, right? Y'all have played together over the past couple of years, right? Obviously being in the same area for the most part.
No, I actually met him, I think a month or 2 before Worlds, and then I saw him play at Worlds, and then I was like, let's play an open. And he was like, sure. That was actually our first time playing together.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, second time. We played in Houston at a cash tournament, but that was our first time, big tournament.
Right.
Yeah, so I was very, very surprised.
Wow. Well, we know you took last year by storm, right? Before before I even knew you, Bella, I was hearing stories of the blue-haired girl that was just insanely good at cornhole. So, with this being your first pro season, do you have any, you have any other goals that you have set for this season that maybe you didn't? Obviously last season was to go pro, right? But do you have any goals set for this season on where you want to finish or place or anything you want to win?
I want to re-qualify for pro. That's my top, but I think is to like place at a national or like at Worlds again, do what I did. But I don't know. I just really want to win something because like I did good last year, but I didn't really win anything except for like a couple tournaments. But I want to win more this year, so
You
hopefully
didn't
I
win
can
anything
do.
but a co-ed with Tony at Worlds, right? It's a pretty
Yeah,
big deal.
Yeah, that was a big win.
that was probably my best win by date. That was the co-ed.
I mean,
Or in Vegas when I clean sweep the tournament with
nice.
like Tony and Devin and Noah were there. And it was
was
crazy.
that the takeover or whatever that was in?
The takeover, yeah.
I remember Trey Hunt went to that one. He went and played with Noah, I think, in doubles.
Oh, I remember that now.
Yeah, they got fourth.
Yeah. So that's funny. So, I mean, I knew you played other sports. Didn't you used to play soccer a lot too before cornhole came along?
Yeah, I played soccer for like 8 or 9 years before cornhole, and then I quit it for cornhole for some reason.
So, I mean, I grew up playing soccer. I was a lot skinnier back in the day when I played soccer. But so, do you enjoy playing cornhole more than soccer, or is it just something that caught on and you just obviously became good at it?
I think so. I stopped playing soccer because of COVID. So then I hadn't played for like a year and a half, and then during that year and a half, I played cornhole. So then I kind of just like lost interest in soccer. So yeah, I enjoy cornhole a lot more now because I have more fun.
Yeah.
In soccer, I had fun, but it was like on it and like games and stuff. But with cornhole, I have a lot more fun, and I travel everywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot different. I mean, it's not you can just mess around at practice with soccer, or play some games and chill. Now you're playing for 90 minutes, and then you're practicing the whole time. So there's no kind of relaxing and mingle time like there is with cornhole.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. So outside of soccer and cornhole, Bella, what else do you enjoy doing in your free time? You have any other hobbies?
I usually, when I'm home, I go stay with my sister because she has 3 kids and she just had a baby. Right. So I always go over there and stay for like a week, and then we leave, and I have to come back and then just stay with her.
Awesome. Is she also a cornhole star?
Is she?
She's not bad. She'll be there this weekend, so.
Okay.
Yeah, she was. I don't know if you watch. I mean, I know I watch more cornhole than you do because you have a lot of other things to go on. But she was playing like pregnant. I don't know how far along pregnant she was.
She was
about to pop playing cornhole.
Yeah, she played a week before her due date. Before she gave birth, she played a week before that.
That's kind of insane. Okay, impressed.
And she wasn't bad either. Like she was a pretty good. She's beaten me a couple times. She's beaten me a lot more than anyone that lives in Oklahoma.
Maybe we need to sponsor her.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
So I mean, what's that?
When am I getting my gear? And I'm like, what gear? She's like, oh, since you're sponsored, I'm sponsored too.
We'll get her a shirt. Oh, so we know you travel a lot. You and your mom for cornhole and all that stuff. And I mean, I know it's kind of a running joke. All the sleeping memes of you, Tony, Noah, everybody's sleeping whenever y'all are together. You know, even your mom. You know, taking pictures of y'all sleeping as well. I mean, how much do you actually enjoy sleep?
I love sleep. I think I sleep so I usually go to bed around like midnight, 1, and then I'll wake up at 9, go to cornhole, then sleep. And then on the weekends, I sleep the most. But during the week, I really don't like sleep a lot, but it's only on the weekends or when we travel because there's nothing else to do.
Right.
Okay, so I got a question. Out of all those cornhole travel people that you know your posse that you roll with, which one of them do you think enjoys sleep the most? Or
Tony.
who's Tony? Okay, I figured you'd say that.
Tony or Noah does sleep a lot. I feel like Tony or Noah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been definitely two of my guesses with all the pictures.
I mean, I know they sleep a lot, but I mean the Cobbs have to be up there too. I mean, them dudes, definitely. They sleep.
Yeah.
Tyler. I mean, he sleeps. I don't know. Sometimes I need to text him or something like that. It's like I'm gonna wait till 2:00. I know he's not up yet.
Yeah. That's like Tony. Wait till like 4 p.m. to text him because that's when he wakes up.
That used to be me back in the day. You know, back long time ago. B now.
Yeah.
Now I'm up pretty early.
Now, about 4 months ago, until you got a dog. Now you have to get up. Now you have a puppy you have to get up and take care of. So.
Anyway, Bella, so tell us a little bit about your shot preference. Are you how do you feel about the airmail versus the flop?
I would flop over airmailing, but I've been working on my airmail, so hopefully I'll get better at it.
Which shot do you think is more exciting, the airmail or the flop? I guess it looks better.
Like, if you flop over a bunch of bags, it's way more impressive. But if you airmail, like, in the slightest slip, that's, like, up. So it depends on the shot that you hit, basically.
I do agree with that. Like, that Evel Knievel, where you roll a bag over, like, a mountain or, like, multiple sets of bags.
It's terrible because I don't flop, but I mean, I've seen the flop thrown against me plenty of times, so I'm just looking down. It's like slow motion, and you watch the bag slowly roll into
the best one. It's a mountain, and then the roll just sits on top, and then just slowly falls down. Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, I very familiar with that happening to me. I get a front row view, Bella, of that happening to me all the time. All the time in doubles, I get to see the bag slowly go over the pile into the hole.
So I mean, we know your hair's been blue for the longest time. I think it was a different color. Was it like purple at one point? I want to say.
Yeah, it was purple, and then it was pink, and then it was green, and then back to blue.
The blue's kind of been the staple too. Do you have plans on changing it from blue anytime soon? Maybe for the season, or just rolling with blue?
I think I'm gonna stick with blue. If I change it to anything, it would be like a dark, but probably gonna be blue.
Blue your favorite color?
Yeah.
Okay, and I think your Bitmoji is also a blue-haired girl, right? I'm pretty sure I see that all over the stuff. So if you dye your hair to purple, do you change your Bitmoji or do you just leave it the blue-haired? Okay, I figured you would. I don't. Okay, my Bitmoji has been the same since like 2012. Since it came out, I need to change. I think my Bitmoji's skinny, B. I'll tell you.
Hey, you definitely need to change it. That's misleading.
It is. I sent it to my wife and she's like, is that supposed to be you? I'm like, what do you mean? It looks just like... She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, well, it did at one point. I took a lot of time making that.
I do have another question. So, going to conference this weekend, who do you think does better, me or D-May? No pressure.
Okay, so I've seen, like, out of all my traveling, I've seen Brian the most.
Okay, all right. So
I think Brian will do a little better just because he's like traveling more.
Fair. Makes sense. I'll give you that. Well, Bella, I hate to prove you wrong this weekend, but no, to be honest, B has beat me 3 out of the last 4 times we've played. So, but
hey, it only matters that one time, though.
Not the most recent time, if you know what I'm saying.
One day he beat me. Yes. After he stayed outside and practiced for 4 hours during the day. And some of us had to work.
Yep. I'm done missing throw for the holes, Bella. It will never happen again. I promise you. They can have me throw on a 3-inch pipe and that cornhole bag will land in that thing. I promise you.
You'll probably get picked tonight and miss.
I will. I'll probably get picked both times and miss. Go 0 for 5 again. Calling it now. But anyway.
But if he hits it, Bella, if he gets picked and hits one of them, you get some money out of it.
Nice.
Since we're videoing, it's just part of it. It's good karma, D-Man.
What?
The same thing. If I get picked tonight and we hit one, I think it'd be $1,000. We can give her some money out of it. It's good karma. Maybe she brought us some luck.
If I get pulled, okay.
I'm gonna hit all 4. Go ahead, say.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna hit. We're leaving with the whole pot, okay. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is airing after. You guys are gonna see this on Tuesday. So this is 5 days before.
So don't worry, you'll find out if somebody.
So you'll know if we might even have it playing on the screen if I get pulled of me lifting all 4. So we will
just covering
see.
my face. It don't even matter anymore. It's just the airmail.
Let's go. He's gonna be depressed if he misses them all. Take your time. Hey, regroup. Take your time. Let's go. That's right.
So,
I mean, we are excited to, like I said again, just to kind of reiterate, to have you, representing us this season. I mean, obviously we have a couple of people. One being Trey Hunt. He's terrible. I don't know what we thought about dealing with him. But no, he's obviously a good friend of ours. I love Trey. He's just a clown.
Beast. One day the world will see regional Trey Hunt, and when they do, okay. They will be like, is this Matt Guy or is this Trey Hunt? I don't even know.
He did good at Virginia. If you would have came, you would have saw.
Yeah, no, I didn't see.
Tell him, Bella.
Yeah.
But when
Again,
regional
that's
Trey
why
Hunt comes out,
a
it's
little
over.
better.
You're gonna see. It's not gonna be a little better, Bella. It's gonna be me winning and him getting like 18th.
18's not bad. There's gonna be like 100 people.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset with it, but I'll be as long as I do better than Daniel.
It was 18th in his
I
bracket.
get bragging rights.
Let me clarify.
No, 18th in his bracket.
Oh, this dude
Let me
here.
clarify.
This
Tied for 18th. I don't even know if that's possible.
We'll see.
I'd have to check them.
No.
Anyway, Bella, do you have any sponsors besides us that you would like to shout out?
I have Contraband Athletics, of course, and then I have Shot Kings. I've got SWAT Cornhole is also sponsoring me this year. And then I know I'm forgetting somebody.
We already said us.
Oh, and then Young Legends Cornhole.
Nice.
They're out of Oklahoma. It's a youth group
Mm-hmm.
for cornhole that we're starting. And every Sunday we play like tournaments where it's adult with kid. So, and then we run like either crew cups with 2 adults and 2 kids. So it's just like little tournaments here and there.
So is it like a blind draw adult with kid?
Sometimes it's BYOP, but it's every Sunday. So this Sunday we have a Christmas party kind. So it's gonna be, I think tandem doubles, adult and kid.
Oh, nice.
So.
Oh, that's cool. Young Legends Cornhole. Is there like a Facebook page or anything left for it? Anything for it?
Yeah, it's Young Legends Cornhole on Facebook.
Give it a follow. I have to share it up.
Mm-hmm.
People know about it.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's getting there. It's gonna take a little bit.
That's all right. So everything takes time. But thanks, Bella, for taking the time. We will see you this weekend. I'm doing better than Daniel.
We will see.
Now we can't wait. And look, and I'll even have my battery pack charged for you because I know your phone will probably die again.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna need it.
All right. We'll see you this weekend.
Yep. All right, guys, and welcome back. That was a great time with Bella, AB.
Yeah, it was a great time. We can't be more excited to sponsor her this upcoming season. We appreciate her. I guess having faith in us or letting us be a part of her rookie season, D-Man. We know she's got big things coming ahead. She's already been doing big things already this season, having a lot of success. So sky's the limit.
Yeah, and I will say, for being honest, I knew she was a baller, and we were trying to play games with her guys in the Southwest Conference. We were trying to play a game for the show, and she's in these tournaments so late, B. I mean, it's
yeah. She was in a championship in a blind draw Friday night, so you can't. We didn't have much time, and obviously we had singles and doubles, and then crew cup and co-ed after. So it was like everything was running back to back to back, and they were late nights, so we didn't have time. But we'll do one soon enough. We'll see her again soon.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a game with her on one of the upcoming episodes.
That's right.
When we find time. But anyway, we do want to start things off. B. We want to thank our sponsors. Right, this isn't possible without any of them, right?
Exactly.
So we'll start things off with hashtag let Gary sell it, eh?
That's right. Our boy Gary Anderson with French Quarter Realty. You can reach him at 504-894-4586 if you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, or any questions about realty in general. I know he sells in Louisiana and on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So reach out to our boy Gary Anderson at French Quarter Realty at 504-894-4586.
Hashtag let Gary sell it. And we also want to thank our other sponsors as well, right, B?
That's right.
I mean, we couldn't do this without NOLA Bags, Lucky Bags, of course. Buffalo Boards.
Buffalo in the house.
That's right. And of course, we got Sure Shot Cornhole, Did you say Norris Splats?
No, I didn't say Norris Splats.
And
we do have a new one.
A new one, right? We got a new one this episode and moving forward. Our boy Alejandro Sparky with Spark Apparel. He's out of the West Coast. He's been sending us some gear, man, and everything looks pretty sweet, right? His stuff's comfortable there. It is Spark Apparel. So give him a shout out, give him a like and a follow on Facebook, and try out some of that gear, man. He's coming out with some good stuff, especially that new lineup he just dropped with a couple of players who he sponsors this season. So thank you for that, and thanks to all our sponsors, right? So, I mean, with that, D-May, we got Christmas coming up in a couple of days, huh?
Yeah, we do, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and we are working on getting guys. We sold out of all our apparel on the first day at the conference, but we are getting some more headbands in. We're getting some more gear.
Yep,
so,
I'm gonna do I guess either Thursday, probably Thursday or Friday. I'll be making a post to take orders again for hoodies. So I know a lot of people are asking about the King C podcast hoodies. So it's about time we do a drop for those.
Yeah, you got to get those for wintertime, right, B?
That's right. They don't take too long to come in, so.
All right, awesome. And yeah, guys, we are going to be on audio soon. I'm pretty sure this episode and hopefully the past episodes will all be moved to audio format.
Yep, so be on the lookout. We'll be on Spotify as well as Apple and everything. So that's coming as well. I mean, we're gonna start off this new year with a bang. We got a lot going on.
And we are. Don't get us wrong, guys. We're still gonna have this cool visual aspect, right? We're still gonna have the crazy smoke. But as you can see, I'm sure you guys can tell the upgraded microphones, and we're really trying to be able to, I guess, bring everybody an awesome podcast, not just the people that can view it on YouTube and Facebook, right?
That's right. So
I listen a lot in the car, so I think that'll be ideal.
No, you don't. You sleep in the car. So
that's when I'm not driving. When I'm driving,
well, you never drive. So. You never drive, so you sleep.
All right, whatever. Don't listen to this guy, y'all. Don't believe him.
Anyway,
we do want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Happy New Year. I mean, y'all have a great, just like I said, don't forget about the clips, and we appreciate all the support this year. And we're looking forward to an exciting new year. I mean, with that, we'll see y'all next time in the King Seat. Shoot.
Christmas is coming to the studio, B.
It is coming. Christmas time.
It is, man. I'm going to wait for Santa. I already know.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Dude, I tell you the one I don't like the most is the one, where you build a snowman and call him Parson Brown. Nobody calls the snowman Parson Brown. I don't understand. It does not make sense.
I know. You told me about that.
Everybody calls him Frosty.
I think you do the NSYNC Christmas soundtrack.
Well, that's a good one.
Pretty solid. And then Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas.
There's a lot of classic ones, B. And I'll be honest, I mean, we have the studio decorated. I'm gonna go hide. I'm gonna wait for Santa, and then
You leaving them cookies?
The best way to spread holiday cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know if anybody else has seen Elf up in here, but
get me out of here.
Hey. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next year.
See.